Good day. Welcome to Guvs Hero Review and Impression video for Wulff, the 5-star green hero from the Savage Crew family. Wulff is like the other members of the challenge events and such. He is a limited availability hero. You can only summon for him during the Grand Heist Challenge Event from the attached portal. Wulff here. Wulff. I'm not really sure on pronunciation, so I'll probably oscillate between the two, but Wulff is the 5-star green hero. He does have the title of being leader of the pack, indicating he's the boss of the the Savage Crew. He has been in the game for a very long time now. He was an OG release hero with the original Grand Heist Challenge Event, way back when it was first added to the game. His artwork features, like all of the other members of the Savage Crew, a mask covering his identity because he's a robber and we wouldn't want the police knowing who he is. His mask is a wolf head mask, and he does look like he's sort of sticking with that green theme, as most of the heroes do. They stick with their color element. Being a member of the Savage Crew family, Wulff does have the chance to, whenever he charges his special skill, has a 10% chance to trigger the Wild Heist bonus effect, which basically will steal 20% charge from the enemies and give it to your own team. There's also an inherent family bonus for having multiple unique heroes from the Savage Crew family. So if you have 2, 3, 4, or 5 unique heroes from the Savage Crew family, you will get a 2, 4, 6, or 8% attack buff. So if you bring along Wulff and also Night Owl, for example, you'll have 2 unique heroes, granting both of them a 2% attack bonus to their stats. You bring along a couple more, you can get 4, 6, or 8. If you do only bring 2 Wulff heroes, you do not trigger that unique bonus because they're not unique. They're both a Wulff hero, or both a copy of Wulff. Both of them will still have the chance to trigger the Wild Heist effect each time either of them charge their special skill, but in terms of the stat bonus, it is only for unique heroes. Speaking of stats, Wulff overall has quite a low spread of stats. This is mainly a function of him being a very old hero. The whole power creep and aging thing, he's not aged the greatest, he's kind of been left a little bit behind. The stats themselves, they are fairly balanced. There's not a huge sort of skewing one way or the other. He does come in with 679 attack stat, 760 defense, and 1461 HP. So overall, fairly balanced. There's not a huge amount there that's going to skew him one way or the other in terms of his attack, defense, and HP. Charge speed is 36, which is slow. If this is like really slow, it's barely inside the bracket for 12 tiles to charge. So 36 speed does fall into the 12 tiles though. You can do it with 6 ghosted tiles, but it is quite slow. In order to speed break him, you do need to give him a +7 weapon, which isn't actually possible with the speed weapons available in the game right now. The best green speed weapon there is the Relic Hunter Bargo, which gives a +6 speed bonus. You can still speed break Wulff if you wish to. You do have to equip the +6 Relic Hunter Bargo, and then also pick up the 2% speed node for the Recon class. This will drop him down to 11 tiles, but that is still a lot of tiles required to charge him. Class-wise, I did mention Wulff is a mention of the Recon class, which grants the hero the chance to evade incoming special skill damage, and on successful evading, give them 20% charge. I do love this perk. It is one of my favorite ones when it is procced, but it does only work for the direct damage from special skills. You still cop all damage that comes from tiles, minions, slash attacks, and you also still get all of the ailments from the special skill class. The only thing it negates is direct damage from special skills, so damage over time still hits him, unfortunately. I personally would not put emblems on Wulff. I'm going to get to all of the breakdown on why that is later on, but for now, I'm just going to say that personally, I wouldn't do it. If you are going to do emblems on Wulff, I would follow an attack path for him, mainly because he is a damage dealer. So I'd come out this right-hand side, come down the left, then the right. I'd stay right to pick up that speed node, as I mentioned, stay right again, left, and then left at the bottom. And that would pretty much be what I would do in terms of the emblem path for him. If you were going to do emblems, I wouldn't actually recommend it though. Heading back over to the card, his special skill is titled Howling Bullets, which is quite appropriate for a Wulff. At level 10 skill and 36 charge speed, this will deal 235% damage to the target and nearby enemies. There is a bonus 70% additional damage if the target or targets nearby have armor. So that boosts him up to 305% damage, but they do have to have armor for that to trigger. There is a bleed that Wulff will put on the target and nearby enemies for 270 HP over 3 turns. If the target already has this effect, such as coming from Wulff's previous cast, Night Owl, or even Roscoe, the duration is refreshed and the damage is increased by 30. So if he's already got the effect, it goes up to 300 HP over 3 turns. If it goes again while that one's still going, it goes from 300 up to 330, then 330 to 360, and 360 up to 375. It's unlikely that you're going to get that much build up unless you've actually got multiple copies of the same hero in the team at once. So breaking that down a little bit, Green, generally speaking, has very poor AoE 3 damage dealers. For whatever reason, SGG made pretty well all of the DOA 3 heroes or AoE 3 heroes in Green slow speed. So they all come in ridiculously slow and their damage output isn't actually great in order to compensate for that low speed. Wulff here, he comes in off 235% damage with 679 attack. That comes in at 1596 attack power. So attack power is just a metric I use to compare direct damage. It's just the multiplication of the percentage in the skill by their base attack stat. If you split that down to attack power per tile, so divide the 1596 attack power by the 12 tiles required to charge Wulff, that is only 133 attack per tile. If you compare that to just a couple of the other options, there are about 10 options in Green for AoE 3 heroes. So if we compare that, the most recent one that's come out is Whack. Whack is way OP compared to everyone else. He comes in at 290 attack power per tile. Variant Dasher is 184. Vincent, the mercenary green hero, he's 168 attack power per tile. Basic Pal, so no costume bonus whatsoever, 144. Mayor Vinaya, also from Season 2, 138. Hairwear from Spring Tech family, that is 83 to 162 attack power, depending on how many green tiles are on the board. So if we compare Wulff and slot him in there, Wulff is 133 attack power per tile. That ranks number 8 out of the 10 options. He is less than half the best option in Whack. So, yeah, the damage output is poor. And even when you factor in some of the other secondary effects of all of those other heroes, Wulff's bleed is really low. Like, it's a really low damage per tick. And you then look at some of these other options. You know, you've got Vincent. He's got a scaling attack debuff. It starts off at 1% and goes up by 2 or 4% every time they cop more damage. Variant Dasher does heal over time. Then Mayor Vinaya, she has Insanity on the 3 enemies. Hairwear, he silences them and stops them from gaining charge. Even the ones that are lower down than Wulff, like Ayumi, one of the recent Hero of the Months, she has a really good perk with the scaling percent-based defense down. So even when you look at those secondary effects, there's not much that's actually going for Wulff. The only thing that goes for Wulff is that there is some benefit to playing him within his own family. So if you play Wulff with Night Owl, you get a little bit of synergy there with that bleed, but you get better synergy from just running 2 Night Owls together. You don't, because they charge so much faster than what Wulff does. So overall, Wulff is unfortunately a very slow, like an unfortunately slow hero, and he was underwhelming on his release. Since then, he's only been left further and further and further behind with the addition of newer heroes. And I mean, most recently, you throw Whack in there, and he just blows Wulff completely out of the water. Like double the damage per tile at a much better special skill speed with some really insane secondary effects as well. So personally, my recommendation is if you do get Wulff, don't level him. Like, even the Season 1 options like Dasher and Powell, they're actually better in their basic versions even without their variants and their variant costume, their variant bonus. than Wulff is. They do more damage, they come in faster, and they've got the chance to be improved by their variants. So if you did happen or do happen to summon Wulff, I give you my sincere commiserations. I've unfortunately gotten a couple myself. I've eaten a couple as well. The only thing with Wulff, for me, the only good thing about him is his avatar, which is, in my opinion, still the best Grand Heist avatar you can get from placing well in the challenge event. So yeah, commiserations. It is a very lucky event to happen to you if you do happen to summon Wulff. So for Wulff's grading, I'll do it short and sweet. A D for attack, E for War Machine, E for defense. Tournaments, events, sorry, also an E. All of this is a function of just that speed and damage output. There's just not much going for him. Tournaments, a little bit of a boost in Bloody Battle because of that bleed. So a C and a D. Charged attack also does get a fair benefit from going up in that speed from 36 up to 65. So give him a C and a C for that. Buff booster though, back down to a D and an E because he just doesn't really get any benefit out of it. So overall, I would probably give Wulff a D for attack and an E for defense. So that unfortunately concludes all the content I have for this review of Wulff. It is actually a pretty negative one, so I apologize for that. I did strive to find the positives, but there just really aren't that many to him. So as always, this is just my personal opinion. I do love hearing your thoughts and feedback about these heroes, so please do jump into the comments section, drop me a note, and tell me what you think of Wulff. If you did enjoy this video and found it useful, please do put, as I said, like the video, put a comment on it, subscribe to the channel, share the video around with your Alliance members because, yeah, if it helps you, chances are it'll help others as well. So thanks for tuning in to this review of Wulff. All the best, good luck, happy gaming, and yeah, cheers for joining me. Bye.